Hello students, my name is Yanchibin Lao. I'm from GMS, New Ministers Hill, and I'm going to be your new online science teacher. And I tell you that we're going to have so much fun learning science. Students, today we're going to talk about something very basic, very important in our, for science students, okay? This is a very important topic. So I hope that you listen attentively. In this picture, what do you see? Students, what do you see? This is, yes, these are bricks. Okay, it is a pile of bricks. What do you do with bricks? Students, if I ask you, what do you do with bricks? Yes, you build a house, right? But you don't simply build at once a house, right? First, the single pieces of bricks you join together like this. Yes or no? The bricks are assembled in such a way to form walls. Yes, bricks assembled together to form walls. And these walls, they join together, they're arranged to make a house. See, amazing, isn't it? Such simple brick. See, single bricks, they join together to form walls and give you a complex house. The simple structure, the simple bricks gives you a complex house. Just like a house is built of single units like bricks, do you believe that even our body is made up of these brick-like structures? Single units joined together to give a complex human body. Let us see. The first, this is the starting of a life. I started with this. This is a single cell, a cell, okay? And these cells, they will arrange together like this, okay? So cells, they arrange like this, just like the bricks, they arrange like this, cells, cells, cells. They arrange together to give us, these are called tissues, okay? So cells, different types of cells, they arrange together to give you different tissues. Tissues, tissues. What are these tissues? You must be wondering. Then what is a tissue? The tissues, see, you can see the different types of tissues, right? Different shapes. So this different type of tissue will join with another, say, similar types. This will join with similar types, similar. They will all go and form. Yes, what are these? Students, what are these? This is the brain, liver, lungs, kidney, heart, stomach. These are organs, isn't it? So different organs are made up of different tissues, and these tissues are made up of cells. Now let us see. These organs, are they just simply, poke, poke, poke inside your body, just like that, randomly? No, they are arranged in a system. Yes or no? They're arranged in a system like this. See? All these different organs are arranged in a system, connected like this in our body. They are called the organ system. Organ system, the digestive system, the excretory system, circulatory, respiratory system in our body. All these are made up of organs. This organ system in our body is made up of organs. These organs are made up of tissues. These tissues are made up of cells. And at last, the organ system will give rise to an organism, a complete organism, a complete human body, or a complete animal, a complete tree, or a plant, isn't it? Just like the bricks building, okay, joining together to form a complex house, these simple units called the cells, they join together to give us a complex organism. So from here we'll learn that what are the building blocks? What are the building blocks of life? Yes? The building blocks of life are cells. Cells are the building blocks of life. They are the basic structural and functional units. Isn't it amazing? Amazing, isn't it? Our body, a complex body, eyes, nose, ears, organs, everything is made up of cells. Okay, so just imagine how many cells I must be having. Our body is made up of your body, and my body is made up of how many cells? One cell? No, millions and millions of cells. Trillions of cells makes up a complete organism. Let us find out. Who discovered this cell? The cell that we were just talking about, who discovered this cell? This is a scientist called Robert Hooke. Okay, Robert Hooke, very important person, a scientist, a biologist in 1665, very important person. Okay, keep this in mind. Who discovered the cell? Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke in 1665 observed slices of cork under a simple microscope. Previously, earlier, there was no complex compound microscope, only the simple microscope. So this scientist, he studied the cork, that means a piece of a trunk, okay, tree, a piece of tree. He took out and observed it under a microscope. And what did he see? He saw, this is his actual drawing, okay? This is drawn by Robert Hooke, the enlarged one. See, it looks like something. Have you seen a structure like this, students? Yes, it looks like a honeycomb. Yes or no? It looks like a honeycomb. So he observed the cork and it looked like this. So he coined the term cell. He observed honeycomb-like compartments or boxes. See, all these compartment boxes, and coined the term cell. So he gave this cell for each of these boxes. Okay, so this is how cell came into being. This is how the name of cell came into being, Robert Hooke. All right, so we were talking about the cells. Yes, so a complete organism, me, you, the trees, the animals, were made up of cells. Cells are the building blocks of life. They are the structural units and the functional units. Now here in this picture, what can you see? You can see a tree, a big tree, an organism, a dog. So this is this one. This looks like a wall, okay? But no, this is actually an onion peel, a cell of an. See, it looks like a wall. So this tree inside, if you observe, it will be arranged like this. Thousands and millions of cells. And even this is a blood cell, okay? Even these animals and human beings made up of thousands and millions of cells. Lots of cells. So such kind of organisms, like the plants, the animals, the human being, such kind of organisms, which is made up of more than one cell. More than one cell, that means many cells. They are known as multicellular organisms. What, children? Multicellular organisms. That means organisms made up of more than one cell. They are called multicellular. Multi means many. Okay, many. Cellular means cell organisms. So now you know what are multicellular organisms. Can you give me an example? Yes, trees, dogs, that means animals, human beings. We are multicellular because we are made up of many cells. Now, see these two pictures here? This is paramecium, this is amoeba, okay? This is one complete organism. You cannot see with your eyes. This is a microorganism, okay? What? Microorganism. That means you can see this only under the microscope. But this is one complete organism. This is also one complete organism, amoeba, paramecium. And remember, they are made up of only one cell each. This amoeba is only one cell. I am made up of millions of cells. Tree is made up of millions of cells. This paramecium is made up of only a single cell, only one cell. Just like an egg, anda. Even an egg is one cell, okay? Remember that. But when it grows into a chicken, then it becomes multicellular. Now, this paramecium is a single-celled organism. This amoeba is also a single-celled organism, which are made up of only one cell. They are known as unicellular organisms. What organisms, students? Unicellular. What are unicellular organisms? Organisms made up of a single cell, only one, are called unicellular organisms. Uni means one, cellular means cell. So now, students, try to know the difference between multicellular organisms and unicellular organisms. And see, multicellular organisms like me and animals, we have the eyes, ears, nose, the liver, stomach, kidney, lungs. They perform different functions. Yes or no? We have so many organs for different functions. Then what about an amoeba? What about a paramecium, which is a unicellular? What do? Do they have lungs, liver? No. They're made up of only one cell, so they don't have any of these organs. But a single-celled organism can perform all the functions like digestion, excretion, nutrition. Everything is done by just one single cell. Remember, because they're living, they have to eat. Nutrition has to be there, yes or no? Since they're living, they have to excrete. Excretory system has to be there. They're living, they have to breathe, so respiratory system has to be there, digestive system. So a single-cell organism performs all the necessary functions that multicellular organisms perform. With a single cell, they do all these things. Okay? Then, a single-cell organism, like I said, like amoeba, captures and digests food, respires, excretes, grows, and reproduces. They also grow, they reproduce, they eat, and they digest. Similar functions in multicellular organisms are carried out by a group of specialized cells performing different tissues. Tissues in turn form organs. Like I said, in multicellular organisms like us and animals, we have specific organs. Yes or no? Different organs for different functions, okay? Whereas unicellular, they have only one cell but do all these functions just by a single cell. Now let us see the shape of the cells. Depending on the different types of organs, we have different organs. Yes or no? We have the lungs, liver, heart, kidney, different organs. They all look different. Yes or no? The blood. So even depending on the different types of organs, we have different cells. We have different shapes of cells. What is this? This is an amoeba. This is the picture of an amoeba, okay? So amoeba, they don't have hands, they don't have legs to move around. They have a false feet, false, false, okay, false feet, which is known as pseudopodia. What is it, students? Yes, pseudo, P-S-E-U-D-O, pseudopodia. Pseudo means false, podia means feet, false feet. Okay, so amoeba, see all this, this one, the shape, the different shapes, these are their false feet. This is an amoeba, okay? So, and the amoeba is, getting food. See, an amoeba changes its shape every time it moves. An amoeba does not have a specific shape, okay? Every time they move, they change their shape, okay? They change their shape with the help of their pseudopodia. They move around and they catch their food with them, with the pseudopodia. All right. So the shape of the amoeba cell is like this. It's shapeless. It changes its shape every step they take. Then let us see the different shape of cells. Like I told you, children, we have different organs in our body, like the muscles. See, the muscles, okay? The flesh, the muscles, they are shaped like this, okay? The shape of a muscle cells looks like this. And the nerve cell, all the nerves in our body, okay, which transmit the signals, okay? Signal, that means it is painful, it is hot, it is warm, it is sweet, it is sour. The nerves senses all these things, isn't it? So the nerve cells are shaped like this. Whereas the blood cells, these are red blood cells. In our blood, there are different types of cells, okay? Red blood cells and white blood cells. So this is the shape. So, see, the cells, they are not the same to look at. They are all different. This is red blood cell. This is a nerve cell. This is how it looks like. This is a muscle cell. I'm just showing you a basic picture of a single or some few cells, okay? Or else there are millions of all this in our body. So these are the shape of cells. Okay, so today, children, we have learned about what are cells. What are cells, children? Cells are the basic structural and functional unit of life. They are the building blocks of life, isn't it? Who discovered cell? Robert Hooke in the year 1665 discovered cell while observing a cork under a simple microscope. Then we have a multicellular organism made up of more than one cell, unicellular organism which is made up of a single cell, isn't it? Then we have the shape, the different types of the shapes of cells. Amoeba has pseudopodia, the false legs with which they can move around. No shape, no definite shape. Here in our human body or animals, we have red blood cells, we have nerve cells, muscle cells, and many other cells. But for today, we will learn only up to that, and we will continue this interesting topic in the next class, okay? And until then, students, you take care and bye-bye.